Hey guys, how's it going? Today we are going to look at certainly not a new game. This is a game from 2007. But I was interested in trying it out again because this game had a pretty troubled past, and while the game was released, it was received pretty poorly. So I want to see if the game is at all or can at all be worth actually playing in 2023 when the game costs, I think, like below $15. I think it's like $12 or $13 on Steam. So, as always, with all of my first impression Let's Play reviews, I'm going to be playing the game for an hour or more until I am satisfied that I can give you my opinion on the game. If you are in a hurry, then you can simply skip to the last 10 minutes or so of the video, where I will give you my quick, concise, final opinion on the game. But otherwise, if you are not in a hurry, you can just stay tuned and I will be playing the game and I will be giving you my running commentary as we play through the game, and I will be telling you what I think is good about the game and what I think is bad about the game. So, normally, like, I have played this game back in 2007. I was just out of high school. I was a young adult, and this game released, and I remember playing the game, and I was not too fond about the game. But a lot of stuff happened with the game since then. Obviously, we can actually have a look at the Wikipedia page, which will clue us in a little bit regarding the game and the game's release, because it was so long ago that probably a lot of you don't remember back then. It's been 16 years. Some of you maybe haven't even been born back then, but the game basically released in a very rushed state. A lot of people said the game was far too rushed, and it released with a subscription model, $10 a month, and then there was also a lifetime subscription model for $150. Now, unfortunately, a lot of people bought this, and the game shut down less than 2 years after the game was released. You can see here the servers were completely shut down February 1st, 2009, and the game was released October 31st, 2007. So the game did not last even 2 years before the game was shut down, and it was removed from sale, and a whole bunch of stuff happened since then. The game was bought and sold to another development company, unfortunately a pretty bad development company called Hanbysoft. Now, Hanbysoft makes some really terrible games, unfortunately. If we look at them on Steam, Mythos was a good game. Like, I remember playing Mythos. I actually did a review of the game when it was released on Steam. But the problem is, this Mythos is not the original Mythos. So this Mythos is a bastardized version of Mythos. I played the original Mythos, as I say here in my review. 2008, I played the original Mythos, and as I go through it in my review, it was a good game. It wasn't fantastic. It was probably around the same quality as Torchlight 1, which wasn't very amazing. And unfortunately, the game sold along with Hellgate London when they sold the original developer, Flagship Studios. They sold both Hellgate London and Mythos to this publisher slash developer called Hanbisoft. And they are a Korean publisher slash developer, and I shouldn't need to say any more because Korean games are very well known for the massive amount of pay to win that the games have and the massive amount of microtransactions and gacha stuff that they pump into the games. So they completely fucked up Mythos. Like, I played the original Mythos. Then I played this version of Mythos back September 9th, 2022, and it was terrible. I mean, terrible. So after 15 years of me originally playing the original Mythos, after 15 years, they not only didn't improve the game, they massively unimproved the game. Like, it really, like, I remember the original game was pretty fun. It wasn't amazing, but like I say, it's basically like Torchlight 1. Torchlight 1 wasn't really amazing, it's just a fun little game to play. It was rough, but it's fun. And that's how the original Mythos was, and this Mythos that you can get on Steam right now, it's completely a different game, and like I say, unfortunately it went through the Korean treatment, and they just added a shitload of microtransactions and completely fucked up the game. So since then, since 2007, when I first played Hellgate London, I never played the game again. I played it back then, and I didn't really like it. I played it maybe for 6 hours, maybe, and I stopped playing the game. Now, since then, I don't know what happened to the game. I don't know what improvements they made on the game. It's possible that they vastly improved the game, but if the treatment that Hanbisoft gave to Mythos is any fucking indication, then Hellgate London is not only gonna be the same mess that it was back in 2007, but it's gonna be even worse. So I'm interested in seeing if the game is at all playable in 2023 after 16 years that the game has been in and out of development. Because obviously you would assume that with a very big title like Hellgate London, like, you can believe me when I say when Hellgate London released in 2007, it was a highly anticipated game. It was like Grand Theft Auto 5 or Far Cry 5. It was a highly anticipated game. And when it came out, people realized that it is not particularly good. It wasn't like dog shit, you know, it wasn't a dog shit game, but it was definitely not particularly good. You can see from the reviews in 2007 when the game released, Metacritic, the scores on Metacritic was 70%. So that pretty much tells you what you need to know. Obviously, stuff like IGN is bought reviews, so we don't look at that. I mean, they gave Prey, I think, was it 3 out of 10 or 4 out of 10, so IGN don't know what the fuck they're talking about. but Metacritic is always a good indicator of a game because it's reviews from players, from actual players, not from critics who get paid or anything like that. It's from actual players, so you can actually trust the 7 out of 10. And I would say, like, if I think about it back in 2007, I probably would have given the game a 6 out of 10, not a 7 out of 10, but still. I am more critical of games than the average player because I just look at it from a more critical point of view. But I would totally say that 7 out of 10 is not too far away from the actual score, what the game actually was back in 2007. So the game no longer has online play. Obviously, they closed the servers. It didn't even last 2 years. It actually reminds me of a lot of games these days. You know, if you look at Redfall and God's Fallen, what's that other piece of shit game? God's Fallen. Was it God's Fallen? It was some kind of a piece of shit Square Enix game, or was it it wasn't Ubisoft. God's Fallen. Let me have a look here. God's Fallen. What was the game? Godfall. There's the game. Thank you, Google suggestions. Godfall. This piece of shit didn't even last, like, I don't know, like a year, and then it was shut down. So, and I mean, that game is they're still charging $40 for the game, which is just absolutely hilarious. So a game like Godfall or Redfall, is that the game's name? Redfall. What are the chances of two piece of shit games being called Fall, like Redfall and Godfall? It seems that if you put Fall into the title of your game, then it's just gonna be an absolute piece of shit. It's gonna fall down like a piece of shit. Or any game released by who's these guys? Okay, well, Gearbox. Yeah, they make a lot of shit games. Counterplay. I don't even know that developer, but Gearbox do make a lot of shit. So wow, they're actually charging $70 for this piece of shit still. That's surprising. That's really surprising. So anyway, what was my point? So basically, they actually charged, I think it was $50 for Hellgate London back when it released. So the fact that they're charging $50 for Godfall and $70, well, $70, I think, for Redfall is just absolutely hilarious. But these games have been going on for years and years and years. I mean, since 2007, they release a $50, $60 title, and it falls flat on its fucking face because it's a piece of shit. And then they stop all servers for the game, which closes down a big reason why a lot of people play the game, because a lot of people play the game or bought the game back in 2007 for the multiplayer. You know, it's the same thing with Cyberpunk. A lot of people bought Cyberpunk and then they just completely scrapped the multiplayer part of the game, you know. So unfortunately, these types of games have been coming out since 2007. People have been buying them by the millions, like with Godfall and Redfall as well. These games actually sold very well. You can see by the amount of reviews. That's a lot of owners that the game needs. And people just don't learn. They just really do not seem to learn. Even this has been happening since 2007. People still are not learning that they shouldn't buy games like this dog shit. I mean, I don't have Godfall or Redfall in my library just because I don't know, maybe I'm psychic, but I saw these pieces of shit coming a mile away. So anyway, I want to show you guys the cinematic of the game of Hellgate London, because this was a very, very big game. Like I say, back in 2007, it was highly anticipated, and the cinematic was actually, for the time, very good. Very, very good. So I'm gonna disable the sound of the game quickly, and then we can watch the cinematic. If you, like me, played the game or was aware of the game back in 2007 when it released, then you will remember this cinematic. It was a really nice cinematic. It built a lot of hype for the game, and unfortunately the cinematic, the same as with recent games, you know, games in 2023 still have cinematics which don't even come fucking close to accurately representing the game, the actual game, and the actual gameplay, and the actual quality of the game. So, but the cinematic is really nice. I remember the cinematic from 2007, and I remember that it evoked a lot of hype for the game, even for me personally, even though, like I say, for a lot of people as well, because the game sold really well. So let's have a look at the cinematic. It's actually a pretty long cinematic, 6 minutes.
Beneath the temple church is a secret
Okay, wait, this quality isn't very good. Why isn't it better?
passageway.
Look how grainy this shit is.
You must take my...
Yeah, it's very grainy. Let's quickly have a look if I can't find... it probably won't be available in 4K, but perhaps it will be available in 2K on YouTube. So let me quickly have a look if I can find one like that. Okay, so I can't actually find any high quality recordings of the cinematic. Like, this one is the best one I can find. It was actually released around the time that Hellgate London came out. It was 16 years ago that the game came out, and it's only 480p. So they might actually show the cinematic in the game. Maybe they will show it in the game. So let's hope that we can see it in the game, because that's probably going to be our best bet for seeing the cinematic at high quality, because even the one on Steam isn't high quality. You can see the pixelation on the one on Steam. So let's jump into the game. Hopefully they will show the cinematic at the beginning, hopefully. If they don't, then I guess we will watch this one, but I don't want to watch that one because it's grainy. I can't believe that nowhere on the internet is a good quality recording of the original cinematic. I just can't believe that. But anyway, let's put those back. By the way, we're running the game at 4K resolution. DirectX 9 is the only option we are given. I'm literally clicking and nothing is happening. Very high, 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 very high. For some reason, anti-aliasing medium is the only option that we get given. No other options. Texture high, high, high. Everything is high. Dynamic lights we can put on. And yeah, everything is high. Oh, triple buffering. So everything is on the best possible settings. You literally can't get better settings than this. Obviously, my PC shouldn't have any problem running the game because it's a game from 2007. By the way, like I said, this developer, Hanbisoft, bought the game from Flagship Studios, and look at the dog shit quality. Like, look at this pixelation over here. Obviously, this thing in the background is just a cinematic that's playing on loop. You know, it's a looped cinematic. You can even see the the loop when it happens. It's not even looped properly. You can literally see the loop when it happens. And it's just dog shit. It's such dog shit quality. Like, this is how terrible this developer is, Handbysoft. Like, they completely fucked up Mythos, and I guess we'll see today if they completely fucked up Hellgate as well. But this is the quality that they're happy with. They are completely happy with putting a pixelated piece of shit cinematic like this into the game, which just really shows you how terrible of a developer they are. So you get male, female, you get different classes: Guardian, Blade Master, Summoner, Evoker, Engineers, and Marksman. And then you get male, female of each. It would be really fantastic if we actually get given a preview of the skills that the character can actually use. That would have been really nice, because this description that they give over here doesn't help us at fucking all. I remember this weapon, playing with this weapon when I played the game in 2007. So I'm not really sure. I guess maybe I might be leaning towards Engineer or Marksman. Let's go for Engineer, why not? You get a bunch of different skin colors. Not super inventive. Like, I wanted maybe green or something like that. They don't really give you green as an option. You can change your height. We will make ourselves relatively small so that we don't get our character stuck, like with a camera. Like, sometimes, especially in games that are third person, having a bigger character can be detrimental if you look over the shoulder, if you use the over the shoulder type view for the character. They don't get a lot of choices, to be honest. You can zoom in. I'm assuming that's the one without anything. That's fine. I don't want any accessories. Hair color. So again, there's not really green. Like, there's blue, red, even though it's not very red, like a shocking red. But no green. Okay, blah blah blah. I guess that's fine, more or less. Yeah, I guess that's fine. Mouse cursor is activated when Alt key is pressed. You can press... Okay. If you want to select anything, you press Alt and then it activates your mouse cursor. Okay, quest log. Check the quest by pressing L. Thank you very much. Holy shit, I just want to move. Don't stop me from moving. Yeah. I know all of this already. Wow, is this really how bad the game looked? This looks really bad. I can't believe the game looked this bad back in 2007. Skill attack, learn, Okay. Sprint. So what's sprint? By the way, they said spurt in that previous thing. Spurt instead of sprint. Which is just hilarious. So do we have unlimited ammo? Okay, so if you press and hold left click and right click simultaneously, then this is how it looks. Or you can press 3, even though I'm pretty sure that's the same, basically. Yeah, that's probably the same, to be honest. I really can't believe that the game looked this bad. Like, did the game really look this bad back in 2007? I really should, like, pirate the game and download the original 2007 version. I'm sure you will be able to find it on Usenet somewhere, because this... like, it was so long ago, I can't remember how the game looked back in 2007. I mean, I guess we can look at some gameplay, you know? Like, I'm sure we can find a YouTube video from around that time that shows the game before Hanbisoft got their grubby little fucking paws on the game. But... it just looks dog shit. What's this? How do I pick it up? How the hell do I pick it up? F. Why didn't the tutorial tell me that? Why can't I pick it up? Minigame objectives will be shown on the 3 minigame icon lower left. Icon will be filled. What the fuck are you talking about? Three willpower is needed to equip the items in the inventory. Better items require more costs, so it is good to increase the XP. You see, all of this English, it's really bad English, which tells me that Hanbysoft fucked with the descriptions and the tutorial and all of this kind of stuff, because this is really bad English. XP needed in equipments are shown in color yellow. It is shown in color red when XP is not enough. You see, all of this is shit English. This wasn't in the game like this originally. Why can't I fucking move? Item... Yeah. Like, they're fucking forcing me to do this dog shit. Just leave me alone. Why can't I pick this up? Like, obviously you can pick it up like that. But that's dog shit. Like, just allow the player to pick the fucking thing up by pressing F. Why do they need to press Alt and then go over the item and then left click? Like, just allow the player to pick it up with F. You can pick it up with F, but you have to fucking use the camera like you have to bump your camera against the wall and then specifically look at an item very closely. You can't just do it like this. You have to like bump against the wall for some reason, which is just idiotic. I actually want to look at gameplay from 2007 really quickly, because I cannot believe for a single second that the game looked this bad back in 2007. Like, seriously. Let's have a look quickly here. Okay, there's a lot of videos. I guess I can show you guys here. There's a lot of videos from recently, but I don't want recently. 2000, well, 7 years ago. That's actually enough, because this released 5 years ago. So that's actually, this one should be fine. Anything more than 5 years. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Wow, a GTX 570. That's an old PC. That's a really... I remember having the Radeon 5000. I remember. I think it was called the Radeon 5000. Radeon... I think it was that one. No, 2019, that can't be. Oh, but they are really messed up with their names. They actually recently started reusing... Ah, was it the HD? Was it the HD? Yeah, you see there. Radeon HD 5400 announced 2010. Yes, it was around that time. So I had a Radeon HD 5000. I can't remember exactly what series of the 5000 it was. It was around mid-range. I didn't have a very high-end one. So it might have been maybe the 5570, maybe the 5670, something like that. But I remember back in, even though it wasn't exactly 2007, it might have been a little bit later that I played it, but I remember I had a HD, a 5000 series card from Radeon. It's so stupid that they're reusing the names now, because they're reusing the Radeon name in 2019. So, like, that's really fucking confusing. Like, why would you reuse the 5000 structure 10 years later? Literally from 2010 to 2019, they're again reusing. It's just so fucking confusing. But it's just really hilarious that I actually remember these cards. So this is literally the game from 2000 and... Okay, how old is this? This is from 2011. So that's actually just like 3 or 4 years after the game released. So you can see the map still looks the same. The UI still looks the same, so it doesn't look like they touched the UI that much. Looks like this guy might actually be playing online, or are those just bots? Oh no, the online servers were already shut down by 2011. The online server shut down 2009, so they won't show online gameplay from 2009. This guy's using a melee class as well. I actually wanted to see shooting, and it's also edited gameplay. It's not raw gameplay, which doesn't help us a huge amount. But yeah, you can see how the game was originally. Like, this is the version of the game before Hanbysoft got their stinking paws on the game. And now, bloody 16 years later, like, there's really seemingly no improvement. You see how quickly he picked up all of those items? Like, look now when the items drop. Look at that. He just sucks up all of the items. How the hell did he do that? That definitely means that they altered the pickup method. The method to picking up items, because that's definitely not the same pickup method that is in the game now, I can tell you that much. Because I remember that it wasn't... You didn't use the mouse to pick up items back in 2007. Okay, so what do I want to do here? Also stupid that you pick up items for a class that you aren't even, you know, like you're not that class. Okay, I don't need to do any of those.
Yeah, let's do it. All finished.
I can't remember if the game... Fucking hell. I can't remember if the game had... Oh, my apologies. That was just someone calling me quickly. How to use titles? Why the fuck would I want to use titles in a single player game? Now they're forcing me to press I again, you bastards. I don't want to add a title. What the hell is a title, the use of a title in a single player game? Like, To who are you going to show off that you have the bloody whatever killer of death title? Like, what's the use of that? Okay, so anything we need to do here? Don't think so. What's this here at the side? Energy bonus, okay. I don't know how we got that, but anyway. You see, like, I can't just pick it up. I'm pressing F, I can't pick it up. You literally have to go like this. You have to bump your camera against the wall and then point to the thing. You literally don't get the option to do it like this. Otherwise, you have to press Alt and then go like that. And then click. Like, it's such a stupid method of picking stuff up. At least the gold is auto pickup.
Yes. Goodbye.
At least the load times are very quick.
Hello. Goodbye.
Like, look at that. How bad? How bad is this? Like, there's no texture there. Like, that's really bad. And you need to remember that this, when the game released, was $50. And then you had to pay a subscription fee of $10 per month. How delusional
How could I doubt?
were they?
Whatever the trouble, it can't be that bad. How could I doubt?
Why are all of you morons just standing here?
Yes. Goodbye. Yes. Goodbye.
Yeah. Uh-huh. See yeah. Uh-huh. See ya.
Why do I need to speak to everyone twice?
Welcome. Goodbye. Welcome. Goodbye.
Look at that shit. I need to speak to everyone twice. How fucking stupid is that? Look at that glitch over there. When you turn your camera, it becomes black over there. That's fantastic. Like, even these days, you still get $50, $60 games that do that kind of shit. Like Starfield, for instance. I bet Starfield has more glitches and bugs than this game. I bet you.
Yes.
And yet people are still paying $50, $60 for that pieces of shit. Okay, are we done here? I'm assuming we're done, because I'm not seeing any exclamation marks on my my minimap anymore.
Yes. Goodbye.
I also like the fact that now, like 3 or 4 different people that I spoke to all have the same voice.
Things will work themselves out. Just you wait and see. I will see you later.
I guess I should sell some stuff, like the shit that I can't even use. I don't want to modify it, I want to sell. How much money do I have? 262, okay. So I can buy new guns, but I think I'm gonna
Now I've done it.
stick to these that I have right now. Travel to Russell Square via Southampton Row. Holy hell, these guns are inaccurate like a mother. Like, it's ridiculous how inaccurate they are. Look at that shit. Look at that. It's just shooting the ground. Holy hell. The lava doesn't damage me at all. That's fantastic. Seriously, the fact that you have to pick up each and every one of these items by pressing Alt and then hovering over it and all of that bullshit. So ridiculous. Like, look at that. It takes like 5 seconds to pick up a single item. Look at that shit. Like, the bullets don't go where you aim them in the slightest. Hey, I got the new gun. How is there lava against the building over there? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, hopefully we will get some good stuff out of these blue items. Okay, let's have a look. I'm not a fan of this bloody hold right click system that they have here. Okay, that's Guardian and Blade Master. Guardian, Blade Master, Guardian, Blade Master. Holy shit, like I get no items basically for myself. But this one I can take. And then this one hopefully will be better than mine. Do we have to work out the DPS ourselves? So yeah, that one is definitely better than mine. And then this one is also definitely better than mine. Significantly better, in fact. I don't think I can pick up or use any of these other ones. Oh, does it actually use like resources when you identify stuff? I guess it does. Okay, so I shouldn't identify stuff unnecessarily, I guess. Okay, well now I should be significantly more powerful. That's fucking sound. Did I go down here or not? Well, my map says that there's something over there, so... Unless it's on top. Why is it showing that icon? It's definitely showing something on my map. Unless it's just my imagination. Some of the stuff you can break and then some of the stuff you can't break. Really weird. But I like this gun that I have in my left hand now. Yeah, I guess I'm done here. Let's have a look. Why the hell do you need to confirm after already? Like, you press right click and hold, and then you go over there, and then you release the right click, and then you have to go over here and click this as well. Like, it's such an obtuse fucking method of just doing something as simple as disassembling. Obviously, if you go through all of that shit, it's not necessary for it to ask you, are you certain? Like, obviously you're certain by that time. You're willing to go through all of that bullshit. And now I have 2 of these fast shooting guns. I prefer them. Is there a sorting button? No, of course there isn't. What game in 2007 had a sorting button except Titan Quest? There's so many buildings and stuff that you can go into, but they don't have anything. They don't have chests or barrels or breakables or nothing. Like, it just seems like a lot of useless architecture just to make the game look populated, you know? Where the hell is the bastard? He's not dead. Oh. Sneaky. Sneaky, sneaky. Seriously, this is not a fun boss fight mechanic. Just fucking warping away. It's not even a threat to the player, you know, just teleporting away. Like, how is that a threat to the player? You would assume that the modifiers that you can find on a boss will, like, all of them will be some threat, you know, more health, more damage, more speed, whatever, you know. Like, that's not a threat in any way, shape or form. It just wastes the player's time. Also, it really pisses me off how inaccurate these fucking guns are. Like, it is hilarious how inaccurate they are. Also, could they have made the size of the inventory any smaller? It also doesn't show you the price of stuff, so when disassembling something, you basically have no idea if it's something that you want to keep or rather disassemble or not, you know. Like, you aren't given information on what would be better to disassemble and what would be better to keep. Because some of the stuff will obviously be more expensive, so you would not want to disassemble those. You would rather want to disassemble the cheaper stuff, because if they are green, like if you have to compare two green items, if the one is more expensive than the other one, then you're going to want to disassemble the one that is cheaper, because you're gonna get the same stuff either way. But the one that's more expensive you can keep to sell it. Duration 1 hour. That's the type of Korean bullshit that they put into the game. Stuff that have a set time limit on them. Okay, so I have to disassemble some of these. I guess let's do that. I actually got something out of that one. In my inventory, like, how can they make the inventory so fucking small? Also, where does it say if something is one-handed or two-handed? Like, does it even say? Yeah, that one is Evoker and Summoner only. Once again, like, the price, I would like to know the price, because should I disassemble this one or should I disassemble this one, you know? Not showing the price is really not good. It really doesn't help the player in the slightest. I can't use that one, but I should probably be able to sell it or disassemble it. What's the 3 out of 20 up there? Number of hunted demons. Oh, okay. What's this shit over here? Fire attack. What the hell is fire attack? Where did I get that from? Like, it doesn't help if you just say fire attack. Like, what is fire attack? What does it do? Does it affect me or does it affect the enemies? Like, you really aren't helping me at all by just saying fucking fire attack. The amount of unnecessary inventory management that you have to do in this game is just really, it slows down the game massively. They just should have increased the inventory space. I wonder if you get mods for this game. Probably not. I don't think anyone cared enough to make mods for this game. But, you never know. Oh, that's it. Oh, it's a helmet. Why does it show up as a body armor when it's actually a helmet? Like, how does that work? They didn't even bother matching the helmet or matching the item that you're picking up to the item that is shown. That's $50 right there. Okay, so return to Holborn Station. So do I have to run back? Because I'm not seeing an exit anywhere. Yeah, so I either have to run back or I guess I can teleport back if I want to waste the teleport. And though this map isn't particularly big. Oh, here's some enemies. How did I miss these enemies? How's that possible? No, I absolutely did not miss these enemies. In fact, I destroyed all of the stuff over here as well, so they respawned and then also respawned the chests. I need to kill 7 more enemies to summon a boss. But do you really think I'm in the mood to wait for them to respawn? Just so that I can kill a boss. Excessive gameplay may affect your lifestyle. Of 1 fucking hour. Like, after 6 hours, sure, yeah. After 6 hours you can say that. Not after 1 fucking hour. Like, movies are like, some movies are like 3 hours long. So are you seriously telling the average moviegoer to stand up and go outside after an hour of watching a movie? Like, don't fucking talk bullshit. Okay, here I need to kill 16 more enemies. And now I can finally sell stuff.
Something I can do for you?
I sound stupid. You see, now it shows the prices. So 112, 20, 20, 10, 29, 27, 38. So, like for instance, between this, both of these are basic items, you know? They're grey. Both of them are grey items. And the same with this one and this one. And yet, this one sells for almost double what this one sells. And this one does sell for double what this one sells. So, by not showing you the prices of the stuff while not being at the shop, you can't make the correct decision as to what you should disassemble and what you shouldn't disassemble, you know? They're just really stupid that they don't give you that information. So we can basically sell everything. I mean, I'm not gonna be crafting any gear anytime soon. Except these ones. These ones we can disassemble because they're blue. If we get a blue item, or maybe even a green item that sells for a fair amount, then we can disassemble it. This one only has one mod, this one has 3 mods on it. Or at least it has a slot for 3 mods, I'm not sure what the difference is actually. Like this one shows 1, this one shows 3, so I'm assuming it has 3 spots, essentially. Can we wear it without... No, you can't wear it without analyzing it first. And I wonder, a rifle, can you dual wield rifles, I wonder? Probably not. So I can't wield it until I have identified it. Depending on what the thing is, the identification thing, I might want to use this one, even though the fire rate, the combined fire rate of my current guns is 480. It's not actually 240, it's 480. So you're comparing 480 shots per minute to 300 shots per minute. So even though this gun might seem that it's better than my guns, because this gun does 6 to 7 and my other guns do 3 to 4, my current guns combined are better than this gun. So if I can't dual wield this gun, then there's no way how this gun is going to be better than my current guns. So ipso facto, I should keep my my current guns, definitely. We can sell this. Probably sell that. Sell that. Disassemble this one because it's blue. This one we can equip. This one... Oh, this one... Well, it's a it shoots a lot slower. Yeah, it shoots a lot slower than my current one, so we're just gonna sell that one. The fact that there's no sword inventory is really stupid. I want to buy some analyzers. Holy shit, 70. How are the analyzers so expensive? 70. Fucking expensive. Crazy expensive. But okay, the rest of the stuff we can keep, I guess.
Now I've done it.
Still have no idea what this stuff here at the bottom are supposed to mean.
Performing some conversational reconnaissance? I'll be around.
No worries, ma'am. Nothing gets by us.
Oh, okay. I automatically get teleported with this one for some reason. Level 9. Yeah, these guys are, for some reason, a lot higher level than what I am. Why didn't I get experience for that one? Didn't look like I got experience. Come closer. Come. Why aren't I getting experience for these? It literally looks like I'm not getting experience at all. Why? Let's have a look. Where's my skills? Skills. Okay, so that increases the health that the bot has. That's not useful at all. Like, when you upgrade it, it should increase, like, the damage or something like that, you know? And then more health. Power recharge. Strength, melee, damage. Accuracy adds 2% bonus, melee, ranged and magical critical damage, and decreases missile spread. Well, holy hell, that's what I need, because the quote-unquote missile spread, as they put it, is hilarious. Like, look at my experience when I kill one of these motherfuckers. Like, look at that, I didn't get any experience. Why not? How the hell did that hit me? That bullet shouldn't even have hit me. Also, it takes a stupid amount of time to actually summon these bots. That, like, I don't understand why they sent me into a place that is like 3 times my level. Like, how does that make any sense?
Whatever you say, Mum. Thermatron.
Is this literally my main quest now? Where do you see your quests? Travel to Tottenham Court Road. Okay, that's my only quest that I have available right now. Oh, here's another one.
Yes. Goodbye.
Oh, good. Take care of yourself, okay?
Okay, I guess let's go for this one. Ah, yeah, the stuff are level 1 again. Can we actually go down there? Hey, look, I'm floating. When you shoot, it sounds like a bloody helicopter. Well, at least my bot is a little bit of a tank. His damage seems to be really stupid, but at least he can tank a little bit. You see, his damage is really bad. Like, it takes like 7 seconds for him to kill a single little zombie. Seriously, this small inventory is so useless. And like I can fit stuff in now, but then I have to move shit around. Like I have to go like that, and that. What's this? That's not even better than my current one. Or my current two that I have. Uses a nano shard and a basic blah blah blah. I mean, I guess I can use it, even though I only have one nano shard. Maybe a nano shard is rare. I'm not sure if it's really like how rare it is. But this is not as good as my current two guns combined. And it's a two-handed weapon, I think. But that's not even so good. This one. That's a sword. I'm not going to be using swords, to be honest. So anyway, then we can put that there. And then in Yippee, we can pick up another item. Fantastic. Like it... The inventory management, like... So many games make the idiotic game design decision of limiting the space of the inventory. I mean, Starfield, even games in 2023, Starfield still have not realized that, like, just give the player enough space, you know, don't limit the fucking space of the player. It does not benefit the game, the speed, the flow of the game at fucking all. It makes your game just be obtuse and difficult to play, you know, and not fun. I mean, if you spend 30% of your time in the inventory menu, you know, 30% of your playtime, like, that's not fun, you know. You're not playing the game, you're not actually playing the game if you have the fucking inventory menu open, you know. And it's just really baffling that even quote unquote AAA developers like Bethesda still have not realized how to make a good game. It's just really insane that they are still doing it. All the way from 2007, they still have not realized it. Even before that, I mean, look at a game like Diablo 2. Diablo 2 famously has a tiny fucking inventory. Really small inventory. That is why there are multiple mods for Diablo 2 just to increase the inventory, you know. People really quickly realized that it's a pain in the ballsack to open your inventory every fucking minute, you know. Like, you just kill a couple of enemies in Diablo 2 and then your inventory is full again, you know. So the players very quickly made mods to remove that issue, and the game is much more fun as a result with mods. First sell, because once again, tiny fucking inventory.
I will adequately equip you for your adventures.
Like, a lot of the time you don't get anything. Like, there I didn't get anything. There I didn't get anything. Like, you get 1 palladium when disassembling something like that. Like, it's just really stupid that you can disassemble something and you don't get anything. I mean, one palladium is basically nothing. Cricket bat, not gonna use that. Not gonna use that. It costs way too much to actually identify something unless you're really certain that you're gonna use it. Really the best choice is to just sell it. Because like paying 70 money for a identifier is just a little bit crazy, to be honest. It's really expensive.
You want us a vicious affirmative.
Oh, good.
I can't even use those two, so I guess I have to choose this one.
Righto. Here it comes. Take care of yourself.
Don't mention it. Really, don't. Something I can do for you?
That one is definitely better. I guess I can sell that one. Quartz peg leg. And that's not at all stolen from Diablo. Sells for 18. I guess we can sell it.
Farewell.
Well, I don't know where in the game we are going to encounter the cinematics ever, because the game actually does have several cinematics, like I showed you guys in that video previously, that that edited gameplay video that we saw. The game actually does have cinematics. The issue is just we are not encountering any of them. I don't know if they were removed in like, obviously after Hanbisoft got their shitty little paws on the game, if they removed the cinematics or what, but we are not seeing any cinematics. But let's have a look at the original cinematic. I want to do that before we end, and then you guys can see, if you haven't seen it yet, what this game was promised to be, basically. Obviously, like I said, cinematics, you know, 10% of the time a cinematic actually shows you what the game is going to be like, and 90% of the time the cinematic is just lies, you know, straight out lies. Doesn't represent the game at all. So let's have a look at the cinematic quickly. I first need to just, okay, that actually works. That stops all of the audio. That's what I wanted to do. And then we can quickly have a look at the cinematic. So this is a cinematic from before the game's release in 2007.
Beneath the temple church is a secret passageway. It will be safe from the invasion. You must take my granddaughter there.
What you're doing is senseless. It's suicide.
We Templar have to assault the Hellgate, no matter the odds. It's the only way the refugees can safely go into hiding. have to protect her. She has a greater destiny. Hang on! Jessica! Come on, soldier! Are you all right?
Commander! The church is secure. Can your convoy still reach the Hellgate?
We'll get there on foot. The refugees?
They are safely away.
Good. These will be the last two. Follow her. She'll take you the rest of the way.
No!
Temple Church is just beyond the building complex.
You can't go!
Jessica!
You can't leave me!
Jessica! Listen to me. You must go with Lyra now. Where I have to go, you cannot follow. One day you will understand.
Let's go, Jessica.
I love you, Jessica.
Quickly! The passage must be sealed.
Stay close, Jessica.
Wait.
Demons! Go! We'll cover you!
The way is clear! Get into the church!
Move! Come on! Almost there! Keep going, Jessica. Keep going! Hit the switch! Go on!
I won't leave you!
I promise! For the living.
Why didn't she throw the
The
grenade?
day was done. The minions of hell would lay ruin to the world above. My grandfather led the massive counterattack against the demons, knowing his army of Templar would have no chance against their limitless numbers. But his sacrifice bought time to hide and prepare.
Remember the dead.
Yes. But fight for the living.
You see, so that's obviously a really cool cinematic, and it looks really cool and everything. Like, this... how can you compare this quality here? Like, look at that quality. No real pixelation. Obviously, this cinematic probably back in 2007 was rendered at maybe 720p, maybe 1080p if you are lucky, because back then, like, really 720p was standard, 1080p was kind of new back in 2007. So you didn't get games that had very high rendered. Like these days you get 4K resolution cinematics. This looks really nice, and then you fucking compare it to, by the way, I don't even know how the saving system works, and then you get this low quality dog shit, like with this pixelation over here to the left. Like, it's just terrible. Look at that black stuff over there. Like, the cinematic not only, well, this AVI file that's playing in the background of the menu is not only like probably 360p, you know, it's like very low. I wouldn't say it's maybe 240p, it's probably 360p. So it's terrible quality, and it looks like there's some serious degradation of quality, especially here at the top left. Like, it's really fucking ridiculous. It just shows you like how badly the game was delivered, you know, like from the cinematics, all of the promises that the cinematic did, like, just really bad. The fact that people actually were suckered into paying $50 for this game back in 2007, and then $10 a month for the online and all of that. Like, it's just really fucking ridiculous, you know, like really crazy. So yeah, basically I just wanted to see if the game could have improved at all from when I played it back in 2007. Like I said, my opinion of the game back then was probably around a 6 out of 10, even though I don't give score. But really, the game has not improved since then. Like, it has changed developers since then, and then it was released on Steam in 2018, and quite honestly, I would say the game is probably worse than what it was back then. Just really spelling mistakes, spelling issues. The game hasn't been improved. The inventory space is still hilariously small, like literally you can play like a minute, maybe 2 minutes, and then your inventory will be full. So then you have to run back to the beginning to sell and then run back in, or you have to expend a teleportation scroll to empty your inventory. Like, it's just really terrible. These developers, well, I should put developers in quotation marks, these developers, Hanbasoft, could have improved the game, you know. They could have done that. They could have increased the inventory space, perhaps given you a couple extra inventory tabs, you know. They could have added a sort button, you know, automated sort button. They could have made the inventory looting system easier, like looting items. Like, you shouldn't take 3, 4, 5 seconds to just loot a single item. That's fucking ridiculous. You know, it's a really not user-friendly looting system. They could have replaced the fucking 240p almost thing here in the back with something that's actually good, you know. I can't remember how it looked in the original game, but this looks fucking terrible. It's not even looped properly. You can literally see the jump when the new loot the new loop starts, you know. It's just a really low effort, and I was really hoping that after the entire thing happened with the previous developers losing the IP of the game or getting bought out or what the fuck ever happened, and it landing in Ubisoft's hands, I was hoping that the game at least would have improved since 2007, because it was not good in 2007, and certainly it wasn't worth $50 in 2007. And now it's $15 on Steam, and honestly, I wouldn't pay $15 for it on Steam. It's bad. It's just bad. Like, really, just terribly bad. Like, there's no way how this game could be worth $15, even with how bad it is. You can get better games than this for $15. Like, the game is just not worth it, to be honest. Like, if we looked at some third-person shooters that you could compare the game to that are around $15, you know, something like Gears 5 is not bad. It's not a particularly fantastic game, but it's not bad. Dead Space, the other Dead Spaces, not this one. This one is not particularly good. How much is the other Dead Spaces? Sorry for blinding you guys. The page is not wanting to load now for some reason. We will have a look at, but the older Dead Spaces certainly you will be able to get for $15 or less. Let's have a look here. How much Dead Space actually costs. Wow, that's cheap. That's hilariously cheap, actually. So, Dead Space 2, Dead Space 3, I have all of them. They're really good. I would certainly recommend Dead Space 2, Dead Space 3, even the original Dead Space, even though they recently increased the price of the original Dead Space and re-released it and charged extra for it here. So I would just probably pirate the original Dead Space, and then Dead Space 2, Dead Space 3 are also very good. What else is there? BioShock, yeah, but basically these games are all first person. You can see I have a shitload of them on my library. I do really like first person shooters like BioShock and all of those, but you can't really compare those to Hellgate London. Division 2 is a really good third person shooter. But it's not exactly the same as Hellgate, obviously. There is still some similarities, you know, like it's, like I say, third person. There's itemization, so you get blue items, purple items, green items, that kind of stuff. So it is similar in certain ways. They don't even show gameplay. Where do they actually show gameplay? Why are they so afraid to just show gameplay? Like, am I the only person on the planet that actually looks at gameplay when thinking about buying a game or not? It looks like it. So, but I have played Division 2. It's actually a really good game. And then Tom Clancy, not bad, but it's not exactly the same type of game. I also think it's first person, not third person, actually. Are you going to show us some gameplay or not? Nope, no gameplay. Okay, well that looks third person. Yeah, so this one might be third person. But you could kind of compare that. Hyper Elite is first person. But you can definitely find a lot of third-person shooters that are around $15. Hitman is on sale right now. That's a third-person shooter for around $15. Like, you can definitely find a lot of games that are better than Hellgate London. Like I say, I would not play Hellgate. I would not pay $15 for Hellgate London. Never ever. All of the Mass Effects are third person, so you can maybe go for those. This is actually really cheap. You get Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3 for $12. That's actually pretty cheap, to be honest. Remnant from the Ashes is actually a third person game with itemization. Like blue items, green items, purple items, that kind of stuff. So that actually might be a game that's pretty similar to Hellgate London, except this is more like Dark Souls. It's a little bit more difficult. Obviously, in Hellgate London, you just run around and kill fucking everything, and the only thing you really have to worry about are the bosses. Whereas in a game like Remnant, you actually have to worry about everything. Like, even the smaller dudes can kill you if you're not careful. So it's a good game. Remnant 1 is a good game. Remnant 2 is dog shit. Don't play Remnant 2. I have a review for Remnant 2 on my channel, actually. Yeah, World War Z is a good third-person shooter, but it's definitely not the same as Hellgate. But yeah, definitely, like, there are enough games to keep you busy, enough third-person shooter games to keep you busy, so that you don't have to waste money on Hellgate London, to be honest. It's just not a good game. It wasn't a particularly good game in 2007, and it certainly wasn't worth $50. And even now that it's only $15, like, honestly, still, I still cannot recommend that you buy or even play Hellgate London. Like, it's just not a particularly good game, to be honest. And like I say, there are better games than Hellgate London out there. So yeah, I just wanted to have a look at the game to see if it can possibly be worth it in 2023. And as it turns out, unfortunately, it hasn't really seen any improvements since 2007. Like, it's still a bad game, and from what I can see, it might even be worse in a couple of areas, like just the overall quality. It's really very evident that Hanbysoft didn't do any improvements on the game. Like I already mentioned, what they could have done to make the game playable and enjoyable, and to me, it would have seemed like a very small amount of effort. Like, they wouldn't really have had to do like a lot of development to do those fixes, you know, increasing the inventory size, changing the looting method. Like, you're not talking about redesigning massive aspects of the game, you know, and still they didn't do it. So I don't know, I just really, in my opinion, Hanbysoft just completely fucked up Mythos, and they completely fucked up Hellgate. Like, they really could have improved these games, and instead they just either left them as is, or in the case of Mythos especially, they just completely fucked up the game. Just changed it dramatically to make it dramatically worse from what it originally was. So yeah, guys, that is pretty much it. Obviously, Ubisoft didn't send me a code for the game. I don't think they care two shits about the publicity for the game because they know that the game is bad. So they didn't send me a code for the game. I bought this game with my own money, with the support from my Patreon members. So if you want to see me review new games, old games, any games, then your support on Patreon is massively appreciated. If there is a specific game that you want to see reviewed on the channel, even if it's an old one, then you can message me. If you are a Patreon supporter, you can message me and tell me that you want to see a specific game reviewed, and I will certainly make a concerted effort to review that game for you. So yeah, guys, that is pretty much it. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.